found someone who was as versed as myself as a permanent secretary in the nitty-gritty of civil service, who appreciate the need for inclusive leadership.
He is focused, he is purpose-driven, and he has a calm demeanor.
It's God-fearing, sincerity, and dedicated.
In my own little way, I see him as helper of destiny.
Oga is emotional. As well, I could use the word passionate. And Oga believes in integrity.
Your minister is a person that you can call anytime and he answers you. Minister is a person, you send messages through telephones or WhatsApp, you get responses. Minister is a time you call 5 a.m. in the morning, he responds. You call him in the night, he responds. I've never seen a wonderful person like him.
He's a father, he's a philanthropist, and he's a God-fearing man. And he doesn't play hanky-panky, he'll tell you straight.
He's forthright, he's patriotic, and he's focused.
Architect Olamilekan Adegbite is truly the epitome of an unusual accomplished public servant, bestowed with unique knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. An astute executive, the remarkable achievement of Architect Adegbite as Honorable Minister of Mines and Steel Development remains a high reference point, considering he came in from the background of an architect into a highly technically demanding mines and steel industry, achieving remarkable successes with a proud sense of fulfillment as he reflects.
One of the things that we've been able to achieve for this sector is actually, one, is the funding. With the help of Mr. President, the President has signed for us now, which has become sort of law policy, you want to give it. The SMDF now gets 10% from the Natural Resource Fund every month. One of the first things I did was that, look, is to set about having a domestication policy. We call it domestication value policy. So, government passed that in late 2021. That's a major achievement I'm proud of. Now, in essence, it says you do not export raw ore from Nigeria anymore. You must add value locally. Apart from the fact that we've now been able to take our mining to what we call a world-class level. Now we have a licensing regime that is open and transparent. That's the cadastre office. They are responsible for giving out licenses for mining. If you want to mine in Nigeria, you need license. It's called the Mining Cadastre Office. We now have what we call EMC Plus. This was launched by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, 1st of November last year. What this means is that we now have an online system 24/7. From the comfort of wherever you are all over the world, you don't have to come to Abuja like in the past. If you are interested in obtaining a license, you have to come to Abuja, whether you're coming from New Zealand or you're coming from Mexico. But today, you can sit in the comfort of your home, your office, and apply online. And you can see everything transparently. It also engendered trust, in that system, because you can see the transparency.
We've had a very good team. We work like a family. I hope and pray that this tradition will continue with whoever is coming in next. Because when you work as a family, yes, we're bound to rub each other in the wrong way at times, but then we'll solve this within ourselves, in a friendly manner, and then we'll move on. because the ultimate goal is for Nigeria to prosper, especially through this sector. And to a reasonable extent, we've achieved that.
His remarkable golden footprint is legendary, and his impact better described by various personalities he encountered over the years, making indelible impact on them.
I'll describe the minister as a visionary leader, and I will substantiate that opinion with an example. The Honorable Minister was appointed, he was sworn in on the 21st of August, 2019. By October 25th, he was with the President in Sochi for a summit where Ajaokuta and Itakwe were topical. He came back, and 6 days later, he was in Nyonko. He spent the night. And I can tell you that that was my first encounter with him, but it helped me to form an opinion about what kind of leadership we were getting. And I can boldly tell you that that very high opinion I have of him as at that time is unchanged till this moment.
Style of leadership, he has a lot of qualities. That is minister we are talking about, leadership by example. He follows, he leads the way, we just follow him. Let me just give an example of in a meeting, he does not just like autocratic. When he suggests, he allows us to, hear our own views, and of course, at the end of the day, everybody is on the same page. So his style of leadership has really taken this ministry to a new level.
Well, for Agite Olamilekan Adegbite, I would say he has an excellent spirit. He's a colossal, you said three, a colossal with an excellent spirit. Because sometimes you wonder how he managed to carry people along from different backgrounds.
The minister is somebody that is very hardworking, compassionate, and friendly. He's like a father figure to all of us that work with him. He's compassionate, highly compassionate. He's the best I've ever worked with.
He's a father of all in that aspect, and he's an indefatigable worker. He's a person that will work on, is an tired worker. You will see him, he will work as if he's not tired. He's ready to assist you at any time. When you go there, you will see him, he will listen to you, and ask, what do you think what is the way forward? If you advise him, is ready to listen.
I've seen that the Honorable Minister is a very amiable person to work with. He has an open door policy, and the Honorable Minister tends to know people one-on-one. There was one particular day on the corridor, I saw him come in, I ducked a bit, and then he said, "Is that the special duties?" I was very shocked that, he could remember me even from that distance. So that is the kind of person that the Honorable Minister is. He likes to work with people and get to know them one-on-one.
Oga is extremely straightforward. And I say extremely straightforward. He only sees black and white. He doesn't see color. So he's straight to a fault. And Oga has a lot of native intelligence. It's amazing some of these community issues and clashes, the way he is able to, adjunct or able to arbitrage in between and actually get communities to settle issues is absolutely amazing.
The private sector work ethics is still in him. I remember when we first joined him, we really had to buckle up, because usually he's not the first minister I'm going to work with. I was surprised that when we started working with him, he gets to the office by 6:40, which means that I have to leave my house even before 6. Because normally you're supposed to get to the office before the minister. So I was surprised. I remember I got to office 6:40 and I met the minister on seat, 6:40 a.m. It's unheard of. Because usually you see ministers get to office 10, 11, some 12. But 6:40, Oga is in office.
When you talk about Olamilekan, Architect Olamilekan, you are talking of somebody who is a straightforward person. He does not hide his feeling about you in case where you do wrong or where you do it right. He comes out to tell you that this is right, this is wrong, and he's always straight to the point.
It's like a life encyclopedia. Every day, you must learn one or two things from him. He wants people around him to learn. He appreciates the resourceful person around him. He doesn't tolerate laziness, so to say. He's very honest. No matter how bad the situation is, he appreciates it when you tell him the truth. The Honorable Minister is down to help. The Honorable Minister is honest. The Honorable Minister is generous.
He came in here as an architect, but is living by any nomenclature that you call him. You could call him a geologist or you could call him a mining engineer, from my own perspective, because in every field within the ministry, it's never found not to have one thing or the other to say. He has been able to transform the ministry by putting the round peg in the round hole, thereby bringing about effective manpower utilization.
Within a short time, he was able to grasp the nitty-gritty of the sector, and he was able to make an impact, especially on NGSA, because that is the foundation of the mining industry itself. And nobody could have done that if not somebody who really wants to apply himself to the system and is patriotic enough to want positive changes in the sector. I think he has done very, very excellently.
An alumni of University of Lagos, Olamilekan Adegbite holds a Bachelor of Environmental Studies and a Master of Environmental Design from the School of Architecture, University of Lagos. He also earned a Master of Science in Construction Management from the same university. With over 35 years' experience in architecture and construction, his career started from Project Scope Nigeria Limited, a design and build company, where as a junior architect, he was entrusted with the supervision of a two-story building to house the operation of a bank. From there, he went on to join Modular Group Architect, a consulting firm of architects and planners, and the high point of his career there was to head the design, planning, coordination, and supervision of the 30-story headquarter building for Union Bank PLC on the Marina, Lagos. Thereafter, Olamilekan founded Lekan Adegbite Associates, a consulting firm where he was a head, and Adcon Limited, a design and build company of which he was the chief executive. In recognition of his exceptional achievement, he was invited to serve as a commissioner for works and infrastructure in Ogun State from 2011 to 2019, where he played a key role in the construction of roads, flyover bridges, and other infrastructural development projects in the state. The professional competence he exhibited during the period of his service as a commissioner in Ogun State contributed immensely to the rising profile of Ogun State as an investment hub in Nigeria today. Since his appointment as the Minister of Mines and Steel Development by President Buhari in 2019, Architect Adegbite has demonstrated an exceptionally impactful, all-inclusive leadership skills by improving the ministry's productivity, revenue generation, and manpower utilization. Architect Olamilekan has been described with so many superlatives: focused, purpose-driven, calm demeanor, hardworking, compassionate, friendly, father of all, straightforward to a fault, emotional, passionate, philanthropist, God-fearing man, life encyclopedia, down to earth, honest, generous, and helper of destiny. As he moves to his next phase of engagement post-ministerial tenure, there has been many wishes for architect Olamilekan. Take a listen.
I'd like to first congratulate you on the term. We made it. We got through it. I'm sure there's some things we wished we could have done or completed, but we didn't. But I think you've done an excellent job. I know that anything you go on to from here is going to be successful. I know you don't want to do anything political, but I'm not sure how you're going to get out of it. But, well, we wish you all the best. But God bless you, sir.
The way he has interacted with us here, not like a minister, not like a boss, that's what I'm trying to say. Like a father, like a brother, like a friend. I want him to keep it up. My honorable minister, a man of many characters and a wonderful character. The best I can wish him, I wish him the best of what he wishes for himself. The greatest he can imagine for himself.
I, as a person, I appreciate you, and I'll continue to appreciate you, and I can only say your reward, not reward of material, but your reward in terms of what you have put in the sector will always remain golden in our hearts. And I can tell you that this is just the beginning of the best part of your life. I wish you the best, and just be assured that you are not leaving the sector. Even if you are leaving the sector, you cannot leave me. You cannot leave Mining Cadastra. We will always come and relate with you as much as we can.
I will continue to pray for him because in my first remark, I say he's an helper of destiny. And because of that, God will not depart from him. If we order his step aright, you understand? He will lead him and he will guide him. That every step he takes, it is as ordered from above.
My dear Honorable Minister, I have had the privilege of being one of your lieutenants. I have enjoyed working with you, and I know you to be God-fearing and then unambiguous about the things you do and want to achieve. My prayer for you is that as you continue to hold on, God will give you direction in every other thing you want to do. And I can promise you that Nigeria will miss you. National Iron Ore Mining Company will miss you, because the amount of mind liberation you've brought to us has affected lives. And the way you have affected lives in Nyamko, I pray that God Almighty will affect your life and every other thing around you.
May the Almighty Allah continue to be with him in what he does. We will miss him, especially as regards his approach to things and as regards his leadership style, which is very, very rare.
Architect Olamilekan Adegbite's performance as the Minister of Mines and Steel Development in Nigeria in the past 4 years has been outstanding. He has provided focused leadership for the minerals and metal sector of Nigeria, driving the policy agenda of government through very innovative strategies to achieve the results that the sector is enjoying today. I must say the sector felt his imposing presence, and the footprints that he's leaving behind will remain indelible in the annals of solid mineral development in Nigeria. As a new frontier opens up for him, I wish him well. I wish him renewed strength, sound health of mind and body, so he can continue to make greater impact and enjoy greater fulfillment in life. Congratulations, sir, for a successful tenure completed. I wish you well.
Architect Olamilekan remains an epitome of exceptionally gifted and committed patriotic Nigerian with the desire to serve his motherland selflessly and with all his strength and uphold her honor and glory. So help him God.